Marcelito Pomoy was a boy born in a small, crowded barangay in the Philippines, a place where the streets were dusty, the houses cramped, and the nights quiet, except for the distant sounds of life continuing beyond the little wooden homes. His family lived in a humble house, patched with old plywood and corrugated metal. The roof rattled whenever the wind blew, and rain sometimes seeped through the cracks, soaking the thin mats they slept on. Money was scarce, food often uncertain, and the struggles of daily life weighed heavily on everyone. Yet Marcelito carried a spark inside him, a light that refused to be dimmed by circumstance. From the earliest days, he loved to sing. Music became more than a pastime. It was his sanctuary. While other children ran barefoot through the streets or played with makeshift toys, Marcelito would sit by the small window of his home, listening to the faint music drifting from a neighbor's radio. He hummed along, experimenting with the different tones his voice could produce. Soon, he discovered something extraordinary. He could sing in a deep, rich tenor, then effortlessly switch to a high, crystal-clear soprano for a boy so young. It was astonishing. His gift was rare. But in a world weighed down by hardship, it was a secret treasure that few noticed at first. His parents were the first to recognize his talent. His mother, a gentle woman with tired eyes and calloused hands, would pause her work to watch him, sing, her heart swelling with pride and a touch of disbelief. His father, a hard-working laborer, often smiled quietly, pride shining in his eyes, even amid exhaustion from long days, earning barely enough to feed the family. Marcelito's voice was more than talent. It was hope, a reminder that something beautiful could emerge. Even in the most difficult circumstances, school was not easy. Marcelito often woke before dawn to help with chores, leaving little time to study. He sometimes missed classes because he had to work or help with family errands, yet no matter the fatigue, he never missed a chance to sing. During assemblies, small school events, or local gatherings, he would perform, pouring emotion into every note. Classmates would pause, teachers would stop, all captivated by the beauty and depth of his voice. Even as a child, Marcelito had a way of touching hearts, of making people feel the emotion behind every song. Life at home was full of sacrifice. Every peso mattered, every meal counted. His parents gave everything they could, working long shifts, doing odd jobs, never complaining. Marcelito wanted to help, but he also felt the call of music, a calling he could not ignore. Singing wasn't just a hobby, it was his escape, a lifeline, and the one thing that made him dream of a life beyond poverty. As he grew, Marcelito began performing in his community. At church gatherings, birthday parties, small-town events, the rewards were modest. A few pesos, a simple gift or recognition. Yet each performance was a stepping stone. Each note refined his skill. Each smile or cheer strengthened his determination. His unique dual voice ability amazed everyone, leaving audiences wondering how a boy so young could hold such power in his voice. But the journey was far from smooth. Rejection came often. Competitions he dreamed of winning ended in disappointment. Auditions passed him by. There were nights when despair crept in, whispering that his dreams were foolish, that a boy from a small town in the Philippines could never make it. But Marcelito never let those thoughts dominate. Each morning he rose with determination, remembering the sacrifices of his parents, the nights spent singing alone under the dim light of their home, and the quiet hope that refused to fade. Opportunity finally arrived. When a nationwide talent competition announced auditions, Marcelito saw it as his chance to step beyond the confines of his small town. He traveled for hours, sometimes days, carrying nothing but courage and a heart full of dreams. When he stepped onto the stage, the lights were blinding, the crowd roaring, and for a moment fear threatened to overwhelm him. But then he closed his eyes, drew in a deep breath, and let his voice soar. The auditorium fell silent. Marcelito's voice flowed effortlessly, transitioning between his rich tenor and angelic soprano. Moving everyone in the room, judges leaned forward, eyes wide, mouth slightly agape. He wasn't just performing, he was telling a story, sharing his soul. Every note carried the weight of his journey, the struggles, the dreams, the nights when he sang to forget hunger and hardship. When the final note faded, the audience erupted into applause. Even the most critical judges were speechless. Among them was Simon Cowell. Known for his sharp critiques and blunt honesty, Marcelito's performance stunned him. He had heard many talented singers, but nothing like this. When Marcelito finished, Simon pressed the golden buzzer, a signal to the world that this boy from a small Philippine town had something extraordinary. The crowd went wild. Marcelito's dream, once distant and fragile, was now real. From that moment, Marcelito's life transformed. He traveled the world performing on stages he had only imagined. Television appearances, concert tours, and record deals followed. But despite fame and fortune, he remained humble. He never forgot the nights of hunger, the small wooden house, the rickety roof, and the long, quiet walks to school. Every performance carried the essence of where he came from, honoring the journey that shaped him. Marcelito's story inspired millions. He became a symbol of hope, proof that talent, perseverance, and heart could overcome even the most difficult circumstances. Children in small towns began to dream bigger, encouraged by the tale of a boy who sang his way out of poverty, whose voice could move hearts, and whose courage turned dreams into reality. Even now, Marcelito reflects on his journey. Every note he sings carries the story of his past, the struggles, the sacrifices, the unwavering hope. He sings not only to entertain, but to inspire, reminding the world that no dream is too big, no voice too small, no heart too humble to make an impact. And so Marcelito Pomoy continues to sing, bridging the past and present, carrying a message of hope, perseverance, and triumph. From a boy in a small Philippine town to an international sensation, his journey is a testament to the power of believing in oneself, to the magic of dreams, and to the extraordinary places a single voice can reach. His story is a reminder that even when life seems impossible, with courage, dedication, and heart, anything is possible.